So I'm going to show you some techniques for making refinements on the coil pot today. The first part you want to work on once you get to the top of your template is to make the inside of your pot have a nice perfect circle at the neck and also at the lip. So when you look down inside you see perfect circles. There are various funnels and cups and other things you can use from on top of the sink and under the sink to help you create that perfect circular shape on the inside of your pot. After you've finished the circular part, then the next part I want you to work on is getting the top nice and flat. So what you're going to do is first take your template and try to find something that's the right size for it. So I'm going to use this coffee can, which is usually a pretty good place to start. And as you can see, this coffee can is pretty close to the height of my pot, so I can use this as a guide. Your pot may be slightly taller than that, and if that happens, you can stack something else up on top of it. I've got a bunch of different pieces of wood up at the sink that you can use, and you can stack that up to match the height of your pot on your template. So for this pot, it's actually just the height of this blue coffee can. Then I'm going to set a metal ruler across, and I'm going to use that to scratch a line around the outside. So if I take this ruler and I just hold it steady and then turn the pot very carefully around the pot, you'll see this perfect horizontal line. And then once you've got that marked all the way across, you can take your fettling knife, which has the metal blade, push it all the way through the wall, and then slowly slice off that mark. Try not to saw back and forth, just put the knife through and then turn the pot and slice as you go. And then you'll end up with a perfectly flat top on your coil pot. After you get to that part, you can do some scraping and smoothing. So I'll show you a little bit of that. Tools that we use normally, one of them is this metal kidney scraper, another one would be a cheese grater. So what you look for are places on the pot where it's kind of got some ridges and some rough spots there. So one way to do this is you take this tool, use the flat side, and you scrape off some of that excess clay. Kind of get the whole pot sort of flat. I usually move in different directions when I'm scraping with this tool. And you can bend it to fit the curve of whatever pot you have that's flexible. So you can scrape off some of those spots. Okay, that works good. You can also use a cheese grater. I just go easier with this, and you can shave little bits of clay off to make the surface nice and flat before you smooth it. Okay, so those two techniques work really well to get the surface flat. After you get it flat, then you can take this tool and use the curved side with your thumb, and you can smooth it across with the smooth side of it, and then every once in a while just clean the end of this off so you're not wiping clay back onto it. My focus is doing some weird things here, but hopefully you can see how shiny that one spot is. Smooth and shiny, that I got the lumps out first and then shine it up. Some students prefer to rub those areas to get it shiny with a tool like this, and you can just rub that across those edges. I would say just be careful that you don't push too hard or you'll make streaks. When I'm doing it, I typically use this tool. These are in the cabinet. Cheese graters are in the cabinet, and you have this tool on in your kit. So that should get you through today. If you finish building yours and you need to know what the next steps are, that's what you'll be working on as far as the refinement list. And if you have other questions when I'm back to help you on block day, we can talk about some more of the details.